Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Spearhead cast with me, Matt, where we have a 4v4 here on Boccheville, Normandy. A very interesting map that actually starts evening but slowly turns to day, where we have a lot of forest and fields around here, very reminiscent of the Normandy landscape, I'm assuming, with a little bit of a large chateau over here, large manor house, and there's of course this little town here in the center, which I assume is meant to be like Boccheville. Let's go for the players. Represent the Axis today. We have Aachen, which I believe is 14th. Aachen 14th as propaganda tactics for the Waffen-SS, so I guess we're not in Normandy. We have Aachen as the Wehrmacht. We have Mthis 19 as Panzerjäger tactics for the Waffen-SS. And we have Observators mechanisierte tactics for the Waffen-SS. I guess we're somewhere in Western Germany late in the war, out in the countryside. Aachen is Squad for Infanterie, good. Represent the Allies today. We have Commander K as Mechanized Company for the United States of America. We have Likeless as Tank Destroyer Company for the United States of America. We have Rookie as Ranger Company for the United States of America. And rounding up, we have Lasmas Armor Company for the United States of America. So, 4 American forces. This is going to be a lot of United States troops on the ground, trying to just push through and be a spearhead into the Nazis. We'll see how this will turn out for them, while the Germans are going to try and set up a defense here on this little crossroads, try and slow down the Allied advance into Germany. Also, Germany have to be moving around here. Lots of SS troops as well. Lots of Sturm Pioneers here from Observator, including an early Kubelwagen with an MG44. There's also a victory point game, so the game should not last for absolute ages, but you never know. Let's see. Panzer Grenadiers also moving out. Sturm Grenadiers, actually. There's some Volkssturm here in the back. Militia units available to propaganda tactics. Very cheap and very low cost, but can generally be effective enough. They also arrive with Panzerfausts, which is pretty handy. Sturm Pioneers managed to get to the central victory point here, and the sandbags are set up to get ready to stop the Allied forces. The Americans are starting to advance here, encountering the Germans. Pioneers of the Wehrmacht are also present. So the Wehrmacht is going to provide some elite veteran grenadier squads to supplement the SS forces. And the center looks like the Americans are trying to overrun the position. Using the structures to advantage. Lots of rifle shots being fired here. Lots of rifle shots. The Americans have to pull out there in a moment. Sturm Pioneers have pretty good infantry. Sturm Pioneers will manage to get up there. Kubelwagen covers their flank. Good to see. And down here the Sturm Pioneers are holding near the church. Mechanized cavalry troopers have arrived with a marksman. Try and get some shots in. Not really working out for them this time. The Sturm Pioneers are still holding the ground. But more mechanized cavalry troopers are arriving, getting behind some haystacks. Sturm Pioneers also here to try and help hold the line. In the center looks like the Sturm Pioneers have to pull back. The Grenadiers and Pioneers still here. Americans haven't been able to really push up on the point just yet. Do control the northern victory point at the moment, but for how long is the question. Certainly got a lot of structure fighting here going on. So the cavalry troops are pushing up towards the church. They're able to suppress the Germans for a bit. The Germans can't really fire out that much from that church there. Also, mechanized troops to try and push up. The Germans trying to pull out, but it's not working out. Oh, they got shot to pieces.
We've lost a squad of infantry.
Meanwhile, we have triple Volkssturm now coming up to try and hold the line. But the Volkssturm are not going to do well against mechanized cavalry troopers, I think. Mechanized cavalry troopers are generally pretty damn good at what they do. Some very good infantry units. The Grenadiers coming up here to try and open fire. More and more Grenadiers also showing up here. Lots of veteran Grenadiers here from the Wehrmacht. The advantage of playing Infanterie is you have to arrive very veteran, and it's generally a little bit random, but if you can get a veteran C3 squad out, just out the gate, they are pretty damn good at what they do. Sturm Pioneers having a run on the northern flank. Just a many shots coming that way, I think. The Germans are going to have to work a little bit harder here. No mines, though. The Grenadiers still hold the center here, and they should be pretty damn good at doing that. Grenadiers are pretty competent, especially in long-range fighting. That's it, the Americans do have the high ground thanks to the building. And the Americans do fire pretty fast with their M1 Garands. The mechanized cavalry troops have been forced back here against the Volkssturm. They don't have a good enough defense, and they were already weakened before, so probably allowed the Volkssturm to win out. Or Volkssturm moving up here quickly in behind cover. American Super Biayane managed to suppress the Volkssturm. And tossing a pineapple grate. Still have commander being tossed in return. The Volkssturm run off. Looks like the fog lights have ended, so I guess we are in daytime now. We also have some Ranger demo teams sneaking around here now. Americans trying to figure out how they can get behind the German forces. Looks like we have a little bit of a tavern here with a symbol on it. Ooh. Probably some place you can get a good beer. Probably what the German SS Grenadiers are going to try and secure for themselves. Well, they have the opportunity. If there even is any beer left. Most of it might already have been rationed away. You never know. Oh, double GP of the United States Mechanized Forces. They've done a lot of 30 caliber fire, but the Germans are behind cover. Here's one coming up behind. The 30 caliber's not doing too well because of the cover, but they are managed to suppress one squad. But you can just keep them suppressed, that's the Americans' advantage. We do have an MG08 coming up here, manned by some Folkestone. Machine gun of the German Empire from the First World War. And here's the flanking. Getting some good shots in on the Duke. And the anti-tank rifle takes him out. So these Grenadiers are doing their job pretty well. As I suppose you would kind of expect of the Grenadiers. We also have a Panzer squad arriving here for the Germans, so they are prepared. Guessing the vehicles might show up. We have an 30 caliber machine gun here from the Americans, just waiting around. Rangers sneaking about, but I'm not sure what they're going to do at the moment. Mechanized forces are still able to really take this point. The Grenadiers are keeping an eye on it. The Wehrmacht Grenadiers are really just showing a good showing of themselves here. In fact, Division is always a pretty good commander after all. Super Grenadiers now flank the Jeep, and they clear it out. The Allied forces are not really sure what to do here. They do have an armored car arriving here with a 50 caliber machine gun and a 30 caliber in the rear. Mindful being late here by the Storm Pioneers, very close to the front. A little bit risky, but it looks like it might have somewhat paid off. But they are probably going to die to the 30 caliber machine gun. Yeah. The Germans are securing this point again. The Germans still have the upper hand victory point wise. Also, an American recon team here. Looks like the Americans have booby trapped the point. Probably thanks to the Ranger demo team, I'm assuming. Yeah, they can booby trap points and buildings. Let's be very careful with the movements though, because the Germans are keeping a tight eye in the center here. Lots of machine guns. Also, just gonna spread around. Armored cars on the move here for the Americans. Flare here from the United States. No idea what's going on. The recon team actually got shot up a little bit by the machine gun. Instead of an MT-34 inside the tavern, or is it a tavern? It would be a drinking hall. I'm not really sure. I'm just going considering it's a tavern because of that little icon there. Be very cool, like tavern symbol. A bar. The Americans are going to try and assault position. That's a lot of American infantry being prepared. They're throwing smoke grenades. Yep, they're preparing for an assault. Bomb's been popped and the United States is on the move. Americans cleaning his positions. I'm getting inside structures here. More grenades being popped here. Good use of the smoke grenades here from the United States. It's buying them a lot of time. That MG-34 is still in a good position. There's a lot of ground for the Americans to cover. That's great being tossed that way. They have to pull back. They cannot just stick around. Because the American assault here failed. The Germans are too invigorated on the beer inside that tavern. A brave attempt though from the United States. It just didn't pay off that time. We have an anti-air half-track coming up here for the United States. Or Fox on the move, they spot the armored car repairing itself. I don't think they can really approach the armored car that easily. Also, the squad of Panzerjägers here to support. Nothing too unusual there. Also, a lieutenant from the Wehrmacht overseeing the front line here in the center. A veteran lieutenant has probably been in the eastern front and has been relocated back here. It's an emergency action. And the Germans are thinking with pillboxes, they're going to try and hold this ground the best they can. American Rangers have set up a forward encampment here to operate from. And so is the armored company set up here. They can get a lot of unique things. They can get the all reliables, I think they're called, as a battle group.
Ready for orders.
In the demo teams in the movie, we also have a ranger captain here waiting around. I have to figure out what they want to do from here. They can drop in butterfly bombs, by the way, which is pretty funny. Cluster bombs.
He's losing his goddamn marbles.
Grenadiers reporting.
I'm very strong in the center. The Germans are minding up the front line. Germans can just sit back and wait, really, because they control 2 of the victory points. It's up to the Americans to try and push back. The Germans can just fortify the best they can and just wait. And yes, at this point here in the center, they're being equipped with an MG42 with 100 rounds. Unique upgrade if you're playing this in Panzer. Really damn good upgrade, by the way. He just appears to the MG42 in all ways for just 10 more munitions. Plus, it's just an MG42 you can fire for 50 rounds more. Until it's going in on their position, though, they might want to pull back. Oh, it sets up the booby trap.
We have additional Ostroppen available.
Back is inside the structure here. Preparing to make a move. The MG42 is covering the area. The Lieutenant is also keeping an eye on the point still. And the Americans don't have an easy way to approach here. They could use the fake barrage. It sometimes fools players. That marksman is doing a pretty damn good job, though, in that squad. Just taking slow, methodical shots. Lieutenant has to pull back. Americans making a push over here. They still have the minefield to get through, though. We also have the 28th Infantry here. Unique to Tank Destroyer. What's it been calling here? This might be fake. It looks like it was fake. It did force the Germans to move a little bit, though. We have a 2-2 arriving here for the Germans. Get to hold the center of this town. But the Waffen keeps sticking in up here. America's probably trying to figure out what to do from here. Water's hitting the center here. Which water is this? It is the 81mm, so the basic mortar. We also have double 81mm here from the American. So lots of mortars being utilized here. We also have a tank on the team here. Something was considered a suicide job from the Americans, I think. Something you did not want to be tasked with. Really dangerous job.
90-day wonders fall in.
As they have around on the southern flank. Germans being overrun, the church collapses.
We lost a gun crew.
Germans like a pack to the front line. They are bringing one up, though. Taking a while to arrive, though.
Prepare for orders.
This entire half can actually do a lot of work. We also have a Sherman command tank arriving here. But then ready to keep his eyes on the front line, causing flares, so they have an idea what's going on. You can probably grab that MG42 100 rounds. That'll probably make him a very good defensive unit. And the 2-2 maintains its position here. Bazooka hits it down from the building. But the bazooka team dies because of it. The suicide task indeed. Still landing around these structures, however. Just basic howitzer strikes, nothing too big. Also a German aircraft flying overhead here. I think it might be a recon run. Yeah, it's a recon run. Well done here, the United States are preparing for another push. There's that command tank. You know, the Waffen are spreading around and just waiting for orders. Folks are doing their best to hold the line. We have a squad of veterans here to help supplement them.
The command vehicle has gone static. HQ operations.
And up here we have an assault here from double Pumas. We don't get to see the Puma too often. Nice to see the Germans using some equipment we don't usually see. Puma is a very maneuverable armored car here with a 50mm gun, I think. And an MG44. So that might be an MG42. That sounds like an MG42. Americans trying to get close to them though. They cannot really keep up. Boot them back into a pillbox.
Ready to execute.
The Stuart tanks can go for the United States as well. Which will not really be a good fight here for the Stuarts, because the Puma is pretty maneuverable and has a pretty good gun. Meanwhile down here, the Americans are trying to push up but get stopped. Until we're hitting the center here. US Rangers are not really able to push up that easily still. We'll take out the booby trap every time. US Lieutenant is inside the structure. The more Mthis troops are getting inside the structures up there too. Back is doing another infantry assaults, but the pillboxes there hitting them on hitting them on the side. Ugh. I cannot speak today. More smoke being popped here. Great assault here from the Storm Pioneer. I don't think the Americans could do much. They get composite. No, they were trying to get a composite B in the pillbox. I'm not sure that works. The destroyer tanks not making that move. At least one of them. Who wants to be ready to engage soon, I reckon. There's also square Panzerjägers nearby. The United States are still trying to get to this point down here, but the Wehrmacht is just doing a very good job keeping eyes on it. Propaganda artillery lands overhead. Probably not pull the pack that far forward. We have Stock F8 here in the center for the Waffen-SS. We also have a Hausturmführer running here to oversee the front line. Two tanks got destroyed there probably by the Panzerjäger. You have American armored infantry arriving in here now. These guys are basically like American Panzer Grenadiers. They've heard infantry. Get bonuses when they're fighting near tanks. Or just vehicles in general, to be honest. The Germans are fortifying the front line pretty well. I don't think the Allies can push through that easily. I'll bring up a captain now for the southern flank. Actually, near the center, actually. The man tank remains in the south. Panzer IV F1 also on the present in the field. And a flak turret being set up as well. Hetzer also arriving. The Infanterie is setting up a lot of things to cover the center here. American more. Oh, Americans have brought out an anti-aircraft track now. Makes sense, I guess, with all the aircraft they've seen coming overhead. With the Free French being called in too. Where are they? There we go. Unique battle group will be able to use mechanized. I guess you've got some French forces to supplement the push as well. That's cool to see. I can get behind cover there, but it won't be enough, I think. There's a lot of Germans nearby. Especially for that rifle grenade as well. They do manage to decapture the point, but they're not going to survive. Ah, you got shot there.
We just lost a unit.
And the Germans just keep fortifying the center here. We've got a mortar team, actually. The Medical Lieutenant trying to push up, but it's not really working. Oh, the flag is hitting the stone wall, though, to fix the Grenadiers. Oh, the mortar's hitting a few things there. Sturmgewehrs being handed out here to the Lieutenant and his squad. Germany's defense so far is looking pretty good. We also have a squadron of 3 mortar half-tracks arriving here for the Mechanisierte. The Germans putting a lot of effort into defending this town. Must be a very important crossroads.
This is what we're trained for.
The Americans kicking off another assault, I reckon.
Got orders coming.
They'll have the armored riflemen.
Listen up.
With a bazooka, I'm not sure that's going to be that efficient. Probably to try and help deal with the Pumas, I assume.
Puma, ready.
Yep, they have one Puma somewhere. Ah, down here. Water half-tanks opening fire. What are they aiming for? They're aiming for this area down here. The map is being pinned here by the pillbox. Are we working out well for them? You have an M10 arriving here for the United States tank destroyers. It has to pull back from that. M10 is pretty fast, but it's not that well armored. His turret turns pretty slowly too, I think. It reloads pretty quick.
Ready. Send here it comes.
And the mechanized Americans are not really doing too much at the moment.
That 3-inch ready.
So the fighting is around the center here or up here at the moment. I'm trying to target out all the allied mortars.
Good to go.
Intense on the move. Needs to be cautious. It's going to hit down the F1. Looks like its armor can hold up against the F1. F1 is not that, doesn't have that good of a gun after all. Panzerjägers are moving about. This is the unique Panzerjägers able to panzer the Panzerjäger commander, so he has an extra man with another Panzerschreck. Very dangerous. Basically, you have 2 rockets. You can see pretty good.
We just lost a medium tank.
Instead of being pulled in the American positions, be cautious. We also have a pack 43 set up here. Oh, that's some big artillery shells.
One of our fighting positions is sustaining fire.
They're also landing up here. And the airstrike got taken out here by the Puma.
Vehicle just got destroyed.
Yeah, it feels like the Germans are getting a little bit of the upper hand here. The Allies are still not able to really push up.
Go ahead.
You see ESCs now stands right here for the US mechanized, which will certainly be a problem.
You're ready.
Propaganda tactics have pulled up a Panzer IV GA and are getting a Panzerwerfer? I think that's the name. Been a while since I've seen it. The Allies cannot really push for the town here yet. They're very slow going for them. You will see more and more Germans are arriving though. Fortunately being called here by the German officers. Very precise mortar strikes. We have a US aircraft coming in. Probably a recon run across the front line. It's being shut though by all the flak. And we're starting the structure. Surprisingly, he doesn't set the place of lights, despite it looks like. Americans still pushing up hard down here. They're encountering a lot of German infantry. Pioneers with the MG4 100 rounds. I guess they picked it up on the sender. Americans to secure the point. So we have the command tank on the move. More Germans are also arriving. The 88 is a pretty damn good Sherman, probably the best version of the Sherman in my opinion. Very fast, good armor, good gun, fast reload speed, just overall good things. Needs to be cautious though, it's moving a little bit too fast. And that was a Tellermine! It doesn't matter how good of a Sherman you are, if you hit a Tellermine, you're gone. Watch out for German mines, the German mines are pretty damn good. And it was good to see that the Germans actually mined their flank here, as you're supposed to. Panzerwerfer did some good damage there. Actually not that much, only killed one person, but it scared them.
Squad, get ready.
More Germans are arriving on the northern flank.
Listen up, fellas.
The Americans are going to try and booby trap this area. But the Stumpang is getting around the corner. The squad entirely.
Just got a report of an infantry unit being
See any Tellermines here? Nope. The Germans have prepared a defense up here with a Panzerjäger. Rocket Vader approaching the center here as more artillery lands. If it can fire high explosives around as its base attack, so it's really good at dealing with infantry. As you can see that. Surprised the lieutenant even survived. No, not anymore. Another Sherman taking out here in the center. Pack 43 is going to make the approach very difficult. Oh, I'm going to hit a good shot there. American mortars not doing too hard. Germans are trying to push up here, but it's not really approaching that easily for them. Lane-Corber tossed in the way of the Panzerjäger. It's probably not the smart move. I know it's obscuring, but you don't want to move rope Lane-Corber. It's toxic smoke. You also have some, I think 10 Panzerjäger inside there. Unique to Mechanizierte. Looks like we have a battle group of Panzer IVs arriving here. Panzer IV-J and 2 Panzer IV F1s. Not really what you'd expect to see, but it's cool to see, I guess. American artillery be calling here near the center. We also have a US Major on the field. Does he get the Black Dragon? I'm not sure who gets the Black Dragon. Well, I don't think anyone can get the Black Dragon anymore, actually. I don't know. It's cool to see the Major on the field. And the Shermans might not really have an easy way to push up here. It's not yet. Shermans remain strong in the center. They've done a good job just holding the line. Ooh, Leutnant got hit there by a mortar. Also, there's 242 here in the center now. Basically stuck, but with a howitzer instead. Very good dealing with infantry and reinforced positions. Not the most accurate though, just killed the German infantry squad there. The enemy wants to keep the infantry behind it.
The enemy is attacking one of our forward buildings.
The Panzer Force waiting for orders. Lots of American Shermans arriving though. Lots of smoke being popped too. That's a big artillery. Mobilized one Sherman, but they're mostly fine. Well, we have another unit arriving here from the mechanized. It's gonna be the All Reliables. You need to give it to squad available 2 mechanized as a battle group, otherwise they need to an M10 as well. Of course, with the half track. And the Americans on the southern flank are not doing too hard. Propaganda tactics is on the approach. What are the Americans planning to do? Also, I think we have a Tiger Ace arriving. Yep, Tiger Ace is unique to propaganda. This is just a veteran Tiger. Well, it looks like the Shermans are actually winning through up here slowly. Only cutting into the pillbox. When you push through that, they can do a lot of damage. All reliables arriving in the south here. The man Sherman gets cleared out. Stand on mine here. I only see S mines so far. Oh, there's legal mines. Yeah, Ark has done a good job just minding the flank, which is a very German thing to do. You generally want to mind the flank very liberally. It is very good at just stopping the Allied forces. It can buy you a lot of time. Headset gets cleared out by the EC8. The EC8 got hit by something. Not sure by what. Reliables being shot to pieces inside the half track. That's not looking good for them. Half track gets cleared out. So the Panzer Force is slowly moving up here. Using the anti-infantry capabilities of the F1 here. It's a very cheap Panzer IV you can really use for good infantry support. Or for dealing with infantry formations. Oh, we have a Jackson on the field, I think. No, that's not it. Is it a Jackson? I don't know what the 9mm is called. Oh, we have a Panzerfaust 10 here from the Stormtroopers. And they managed to get it off, but the Jackson survives. Panzer's doing their best to hold the center though. Let's hope we're doing a pretty good job of it. This is going on to Shermans, we're planning to push up here. They've slowly almost taken out the pillbox. Meanwhile, the Sturmpanier is just waiting in ambush here with the flamethrowers. Pillbox has been cleared. Not looking good here for the Germans there. Smoke canister's being popped here. That's going to allow the American infantry to assault, but they don't know about the flamethrowers. So it's been called in the way though. I'm forced the Shermans to back off briefly. Panzer IV gets overshot there. The Panzer Force are not going to have the easiest time against this many Sherman 76s. Sherman 76 is a pretty decent tank. But the Germans attempt to lay a mine. They're under file, they attempted. So they might send a message to the Americans that the area is mined. Might be a mind trick that the Germans are planning on. Easiest being run down here, there's also tigers and everything. It's not an easy approach for it. That got cleared out by the pack here, man, by some folkstorm. And the US mechanized forces are not doing too hard. Back Panzer arriving in the center. The Americans need to find a way to push for the center here. They are calling more artillery in. Because of the major needs to call in some kind of artillery strike. Oh, that cleared out the Pack 43, but it can still be recovered. Germany 76 is going to try and go for it, I think. What's it been called this time by the major, I think? Yep, 105 high explosive. Germans up here is also being shelled by something. Now, if the Americans get this Jagdpanzer, they might be golden to advance with the Germans. Yep, Jagd takes it out. And just to ensure this Pack 43 is not remanned. The Germans are quickly on it. They know they need to keep that Pack 43 manned. You know, the Germans stand to arrive en masse on the northern flank, including the EC-8s. Service is having lag issues apparently with 10 FPS. That's a problem. More vehicles are vying for the Waffen des Estos to try and hold the line. The Allies are running out of points. I'm not sure what the mechanized United States is planning. They just keep them down here in reserve on ambush duty. Jackson goes clean down there by a Panzerstreck. The Germans up here still pushing, bit by bit. Is that a pack shot? Oh, I got hit by artillery of some kind.
A medium tank was just lost.
So I don't see a pack. Lieutenant Mthis is going to try and go for it. Get shot to pieces by the artillery and the cannon. Looks like the Luftwaffe did a strafing run somewhere in the center. Not something we see too often. But the Americans are just launching more artillery here for the center. The Americans need to get to that victory point. And it's a Panzerfaust here from the Sturmgrenadiers. The kind of urban environment, near urban environment, is kind of bit to the Germans' advantage here. Another recon one flying overhead here. And the Allies idea that the Germans don't have a lot left in the center. Scott on the southern flank, probably not the wisest move. Let's see what it does, especially with that Tiger tank nearby. More mines have been laid out by the Folksturm. Oh, the Scott overshot. It's a bad Panzerfaust, but survives. Jackson's on the move to the north, as the Germans preparing to move in somewhere else. Also, Mattcasting also pulling up. Pack 43 is completely gone there. Panzerwerfer opens fire. In towards the concentration of Allied forces. That'll slow them down for a bit. But not enough. Germans on the move, they're under attack. Need to focus on that stuck. They're too close. Takes it out anyway. Panzer is the rear of the EC-8. The Germans are pushing a little bit too far up. It's destroyed by all the rocket-based anti-tank equipment the Germans have. Oh, Storms is being driven over by the EC-8. Ah, brutal. Brutal and chaotic. It's allowing the Americans to get onto the point. Oh, almost did. We're going to hit the center here as more smoke lands. It's not being an easy approach here for the United States. Just with all the machine guns looking at them. They do manage to decapture the point. By the more time. But the Allies need to keep pushing through. The Rangers are showing up behind here, using their long-range BARs. Panzerwerfer opens fire again. Long Tom also being set up back here by the United States, ready to open fire. Giving them the howitzer advantage. Just for a while. Man, this is still just such a good game. Comedy Figures 2 just still holds up so well, to be honest. Especially when it's modded like this. What's it landing around the Pack 43? They are not allowing the Germans to use it. Well, the town is just being destroyed here. Jackson pushing up the center here. The Germans are going for the center. They're trying to contest it. Looks like the long Tom got destroyed? By what? What's really landing around the American position there, pulling all the infantry back. Jackson needs to be careful. Oh, it's just light mortars. Still, if one hits the canopy, it'll be gone. Is it called the canopy? I guess it's just an open top. The Allies need to start pushing up here. You have a Jagdtiger arriving now for the Waffen-SS. The Germans sending everything to hold this crossroads. And a Jagdtiger will certainly not be easy for the United States to get to deal with here frontally. More American infantry advances here. Pack 43 sitting up. Smoke has been popped here. Jackson has been demobilized. One time has been set up a little bit closer to the front. Panzerknack on the Sherman. That's a dead Sherman. They're sending everything to hold the line here. Will they be able to just do enough damage here for the Americans to back off? So first opens fire. Here's to be line in the United States.
We just lost a medium tank.
Artillery landing around. And more artillery lands around. Jagdtiger is now approaching. The Americans just sending more troops into the meat grinder here. I don't think the Americans can push it with their armored vehicles anymore. Looks like it's over at this point. Guess the Americans ran out of equipment here. Decided to call it the quits. I hope you all enjoyed this intense battle. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye!